Hi, George Rogers here. In this next set of videos, I want to share with you some insights that I've gained over the past 25 years of developing educational resources for use in public, private, and homeschool settings. I believe some of these ideas will represent things that you've not thought of in this way before. And I also believe that many of them can help add enjoyment to your role as a teacher and to your child's experiences as a learner. But most importantly, I believe that they can help your child learn some things that perhaps he or she might not have ever learned any other way. So in the words of Dumbledore, tuck in and enjoy.
Here in video 12, I would like to share with you my answer to insight question number 2. What is the greatest challenge facing young people today? Shortly before his marriage to Deborah Reed, Benjamin Franklin published 2 essays on happiness, which he titled Dialogues Concerning Virtue and Pleasure. The first dialogue appeared on June 23, 1730 in the Pennsylvania Gazette, the second the month following. The dialogues consist of 2 conversations between Horatio, a lover of pleasure, and Philocles, a wise philosopher. Despite their differing lifestyles, Philocles and Horatio are good friends with a mutual respect for each other. In the first dialogue, Horatio admits to Philocles that his indiscriminate pursuit of pleasure has plunged him into some very unhappy difficulties. Admiring Philocles' freedom from similar cares, Horatio wishes to know his secret. As they end their discussion, Horatio says, "I find, then, that in order to please ourselves rightly, or to do good to others morally, we should take great care of our opinions." To which Philocles responds, "Nothing concerns you more, for as the happiness or real good of man consists in right action, and as right action cannot be produced without right opinion, it behooves us above all things in this world to take care that our own opinions of things be according to the nature of things. The foundation of all virtue and happiness is thinking rightly." Again, the foundation of all virtue and happiness is thinking rightly. Let us pursue this idea a little further for a moment. Is it truly self-evident that our happiness and well-being are dependent upon taking right action? In the dialogues, Franklin dispels any idea that pleasure is the same as happiness. Pleasure is transitory by nature, and as many an addict has discovered, pleasure and misery often travel in pairs. Elsewhere in the dialogues, Philocles equates right actions with reasonable actions, by explaining to Horatio that the chief faculty in man is his reason, and that his chief good consists in reasonable action, which he defines as actions which are preservative of the human kind, and which naturally tend to produce real and unmixed happiness. If there are clear principles which determine whether or not an action is right, and we can determine those principles through reason, it follows that right action depends indeed on right opinion. Then how can we recognize right opinions? Right opinions are opinions which are according to the nature of things. Again, is the nature of the thing preservative of humankind? Will it naturally tend to produce real and unmixed happiness? It follows then that if happiness is dependent on right action, and right action is dependent on right opinion, our greatest responsibility in life is, as Franklin expressed it, to take care that our own opinions of things be according to the nature of things. Indeed, he said, it behooves us above all things in this world to do so. Therefore, my answer to the question, what is the greatest challenge young people face today, is misunderstanding the nature of happiness and carelessness in forming their opinions. Of course, if our young people fall short in either of these areas, they can hardly be blamed, since for the most part we as adults suffer from the same affliction. Somehow we must teach them to do better and be better than we are. In insight question number 3 on video 13, I would like to examine with you the following question. What is one of the most common failings we have in teaching children? If you have found this video helpful and would like to receive the other videos in our series on how to select a homeschool curriculum that's right for you and your family, go to www.homeschoolcurriculumfaq.com. That's homeschoolcurriculumfaq.com. Also, be sure to tell your friends, and thanks for joining in. I look forward to seeing you on our next video, number 13.